Welcome to Drive Electric with Domenick. I'm Domenick. This is Ashley.
Hi.
And yeah, she's a friend of mine, local musician, singer-songwriter, and art teacher. And today we're going to do a DEWD loop. We're going to do an FSD Beta drive of this loop that I have done before in the past. If you see, maybe you've seen some of my videos previously following this loop. But since it's been a while since I've done one, and cars going by. And I've got some software updates since then, so it should work better. You know, earlier this year, Elon Musk said the FSD Beta would be completely functional by the end of this year, and it's like almost October, I don't know.
More time left.
Not much more time left. So I don't know I don't know if we can really judge what's coming by where we're at now, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah. So let's jump in the car and get all judgmental about FSD Beta. All right? Okay, let's go. All right. Ready to do loop?
Ready to do loop. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Oh, so I did that and I didn't put the destination in, so I guess we better do that. College Town. Oh.
Did we do College Town last time? I think we went somewhere else.
Let's see. This is not showing. This is not looking good. Okay, he's driving us somewhere. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of. Is it taking us to? It's like the long way though.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. It'll be a blast from the past, unless there's been a lot of new developments lately. We can actually see what all new apartment complexes they're building way too fast, and maybe it'll be more of a critique of urban planning than of the self-driving.
Right, Tallahassee urban planning. That's a big topic.
Huge topic.
Big discouraging topic.
Lots of issues.
Yeah. But actually, College Town is like really planned out properly, because there's a lot. It's really based on foot traffic.
It's planned out, but it's planned out with only the one small population in mind.
Right.
So it's very, I don't know, I guess micro.
So it's doing this part, right? Turn on turn signals. So it's doing all this pretty good.
You're not doing that?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything.
That's fine. And you're not turning the steering wheel.
I'm just applying slight force to the wheel. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I forgot how cool this is.
It's doing everything. Yeah. We just keep going straight, and this is the right way so far. Okay. Green light is going.
This is what I needed when I dropped the onion rings.
Dropped the onion rings.
Yeah, I went to go get it. I wouldn't have landed up in that,
ditch.
The ditch. Yeah, I was gonna say precarious situation, but since the cat's out of the bag, yeah, I wouldn't have landed in a ditch if I would have just, if my car could have driven for me while I, excuse me one moment, to get those onion rings, because I really wanted them. Things to think about.
It does come in handy. It does come in handy. Right now, we're going 30 miles an hour and I got cars behind me, so I'm going to tell it to go a little faster. I cranked it up to 35 here, so no one's angry. No problems.
It's nice if no one's angry if you're going only 5 over.
Right.
I'm a lead foot. When you're driving this, does it let you speed excessively when you're on auto drive?
No, only by maybe 5 miles. I think if I go too high, you can get in trouble.
Well, of course you can get in trouble.
Get in trouble with the car. Like you'll get like a strike against you, and you only get 3 strikes, and then you have a problem. Now it wants me to turn right here, but it should go straight.
You could go straight, but it's trying to take you to Ocala, which is going to streamline your
okay,
drive.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're breaking the DEWD loop. Breaking the law. Okay, now it's going to change lanes to this lane. Right. And we're going 35 here, which is fine. We're going to have to turn a little left up ahead here. Oh, I don't need to turn on signals. It does it itself. car behind me is trying to slow me down a little bit early.
Maybe it's brake checking the guy that's riding your tail.
Right? Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I thought that was
an accident about to happen. Okay. Now the car did all that. I didn't touch anything. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like how you're driving with your hands in the air. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was like a 90-degree situation.
Yeah, I'm keeping my hands close to the wheel. Or on. Actually, right now they're on the wheel. You can see. Ready to grab it in case something happens, but yeah. The only thing that's happening is we're driving the speed limit 35 miles an hour, so people are whizzing by us on the inside. This is a busy road. And so this is a little bit outside the previous DEWD loops, but I think it's going to hook up, it's going to go a little bit different way. Oh yeah, it's going to go all the way to Pensacola. Yeah, this will work. This will be interesting to see how it does this. I would like to do it again the other way too, but for now this will be all right.
And the other way isn't just coming back the same.
Keep going on High Street.
Oh yeah.
And then to Pensacola. No, to Tennessee.
Yeah, that takes you to Tennessee, and then you have to choose whether or not you're going to take Stadium or Ocala. So this is just bypassing that split in the road.
Right, but sometimes there's when it comes behind the stadium. There's like sometimes it'll get in that left lane where it really needs to stay in that right lane if it wants to be in the right lane for the next intersection. Mm-hmm. It's really, to me, it's important to set yourself up for that upcoming intersection way before you get to the intersection.
I think it's interesting that it took you automatically this direction. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's more streamlined. However, if you were to stay on High Street, right at that Shell station, if you keep going across, there's a little back road that takes you kind of back behind, at an adjacent, behind that Chick-fil-A and the Starbucks, that cuts you through to Stadium without having to be on the main road. Right. So I wonder if it would be willing to map that if you, automatically, or does it just stick to big roads?
It's never taken that shortcut before. So I'm kind of curious if all of a sudden one day it decides it wants to do that, because if I was driving and I was going that way, I would take that shortcut.
I would take that shortcut, yeah, absolutely, because it cuts down on time.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just enough. Right there. And it gets you, well, there's so much traffic on this road. Right. You can avoid that. Yeah.
It takes you off the main drag, Tennessee Street, which is what we're about to cross here now. Got a little bit of sprinkles happening. I guess if it rains really hard, it could interfere with FSD Beta as well, because we're relying mostly on vision, and so if the vision gets obstructed by rain, if the cameras get obstructed by rain,
that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, keep your hands handy.
Keep my hands handy. Hands are handy. Right on. Alrighty. And now we wait. It's the longest light ever.
Welcome to student side.
Yeah.
This is not the blast from the past you were looking for.
No. And I wanted to turn on the radio for entertainment, but we can't do that because it would give us a copyright strike if we put up secondhand music on YouTube.
Bummer.
Yeah. But it should turn green in a second here. Go. All right. Going, and it's doing everything itself, and sees a car and stopping ahead of us. Okay.
Ooh. That guy didn't want to stop.
Nope. It didn't do anything there. It addressed it, didn't freak out or do anything.
It didn't automatically honk at him either.
Right, it didn't automatically honk at him.
Very polite.
Slowed down just for a briefest second, I think, because of that car in the left turning lane. You can feel it. There's a lot of little things sometimes that the car will do that the camera won't pick up, but in the car we can feel it a little bit.
Maybe it knew that there was a turn lane there anyway. Well, don't just yet, because it hasn't obstructed anything.
Right, so we need to turn left on the street up here. It's Pensacola Street, and we'll see. It should stay in this first left-hand lane. Hopefully it won't go all the way over. Because this is the right lane. That needs to be in. The right lane is the right lane.
Correct.
Correct lane. Put on the turn signal, that's good. We got a yellow. It stops.
Oh, boo! We could have made it.
Yeah, I would have. If I was driving, I would have gone through that yellow light.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, it's so cautious and safe.
Yeah.
Everything you want in a self-driving vehicle.
Well, you do want it to be safe.
You do want it to be safe.
But you also want it to act like other drivers, like human drivers too,
Yeah.
right? And
yeah, because if other people behind you would have been wanting to go through that yellow light.
right. I looked actually in my rear view, and there was nothing right behind me, so
That was lucky.
yeah.
Because if somebody would have been being impatient, then you could have ended up in a
Right. I might have pushed
situation.
I might have pushed the accelerator and put us through there if we had somebody behind us who was looking like they really wanted to, you know, make that yellow somehow. But it's fine. It is what it is. And now we're on about to turn left onto Pensacola Street, and then we go like 4 or 5 blocks, and we should turn right on Stadium Drive, and behind the Doak Campbell Stadium.
And Stadium has a. Are we going all the way around it? Because Stadium has a couple of turn lanes, and actually only the furthest right takes you straight onto Gaines Street.
That's right. So we need.
Is that the one that we're? That
So
looks
looking
like
at-
it's the one that it's taking us on.
Yeah, but for some reason, okay. Oh yeah, it takes us way over here off of that. So we need to adjust. For some reason, it says College Town is here, but I always think of College Town as all this up in here.
Well, it's because that moved. It moved.
But we can hit a different waypoint here. Once we get going, we can add a different place, you know, destination that will take us to where we want to go through.
We could end the dude loop at the Woolbury and grab grab a snack.
Grab the hamburger.
Hamburger or some wings.
Oh, there we go. Green light, and it's going. Awesome.
They've got those smoked wings there. Really good.
Yeah. They're kind of expensive.
Are they? Did they raise their prices then?
No, I mean just generally. This last time I went, we had you know, a little bit of beer and a little bit of food, and it was like almost $50.
Or did you just have a lot of bit of beer and didn't remember?
No.
Good thing your car
I only had
drove you
one.
home.
Right?
Oh, Gordo's. I don't go there as often as I should.
I haven't been there forever.
I love the Maduras.
I do like me some Maduras. Red lights abound. Alrighty, let's go.
Oh, and that Cuban coffee. So good.
Ooh, that's good too. Alright, so everything's looking good. It does feel pretty good so far, you know, actually.
Yeah, it seems pretty smooth.
I don't know, it's been a while since you've been in the car doing this. Do you remember if it's like better than it was, in your opinion?
I mean...
Or it's like the same?
I feel like it's kind of the same.
It wants to get in the left lane for some reason.
Because it wants to pass this dodo who's going so slow.
Yeah, and oops, I think I took it off. Oh, I turned it off. Okay. I turned off full self-driving by mistake for a second because I hit the wheel. Because I don't want it to get in the left lane because then it'll be in the wrong lane for 2 lights from now. Really, you want to stay in this lane.
That's what I was asking though. I was asking if it was going to get in the leftmost lane. Right. Because then that would have ended up looping you around through the campus.
Right. So this is the lane that we need to be in.
Mm-hmm. Just don't change it. Let it see what it's going to do because I'm so curious if it's going to try and...
No, it's going to do this thing. I don't want to do this. So I need to end the trip and then navigate to a different one. 401 Gaines. Calculating. It's going, yes. So it's taking us the right way? Yes, I think so. Alright. Perfect.
Yeah, see, because it was gonna.
So it was gonna make us
been
turn
in that lane, we would have ended up getting tunneled through.
Right. So if we had to stay in that left lane, or if I had to let it get in that left lane, you know, that's a must turn left lane.
Yeah.
This is the lane that we need to be in, and it needs to make that decision way back there.
They're talking about, or
Oh, sorry, that was a shadow braking for no reason.
a shadow braking.
Yeah, just put the brakes on for no reason. So I hit the. You all right?
Yeah. Well, you know, no whiplash.
That was we got a car.
And now I forgot my sentence. Oh man, it shook the thought right out of me. Yeah, we gotta stay on that side of the lacrosse.
Okay, I'm hitting the accelerator to get us through this because it wants to come to a stop. It's a yield sign, not a stop sign. There's nothing coming.
And it's a roundabout, and it's a.
And I have to keep it.
I guess. Well, but you shouldn't yield in the middle of a roundabout, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
And are you doing this?
I'm not sure what's going on.
It wants to. Oh, maybe you know what?
I'm hitting the accelerator and it's not going on its own for some reason. Like the speed limit's 25, it's going 15. But if I take my... Okay.
Oh, here it goes.
Now it's going. That is weird.
Well, they were talking about, and are still speculating, making this a pedestrian-only street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's been, well, it was in their 20-year plan, like 30 years ago, so obviously steady as she goes. But could you imagine having this cross-through of town removed? It's such a narrow street already, but it's so integral to the commuter population.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything quite nearby, because once you go south of here, there's not really a street that goes
totally
this
roundabout.
way.
Yeah, what do you think that they would eminent domain to make it go through? Because look at all of these. Those are all FSU owned apartment complexes.
Right. This area of town has completely changed in the last 20 years. Less than that even. Like 15 years? Yeah, 15 years.
Even in the last 5.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't there 5 years ago.
It's continuously
That wasn't there 2 years ago.
And now this parking lot is ripped up, or this field, and they're going to be building something. I don't know what.
Something else, something tall.
Okay, we're going to need to put a new.
Claustrophobic.
We need to put a new destination in.
While your car gives you whiplash.
Right. And it's slowing down for some reason, so I believe it's 4th Avenue. Yes. And then we're still going up straight, up Gaines. Okay. Went to the intersection. Okay, we're good. Still not great though, with the shadow braking and slowing down.
That was
and
kind of scary though. Like I thought something was gonna happen.
Right, like there's nothing in front of us, and all of a sudden, like coming onto the brakes pretty hard. I had to look in my rear view mirror and make sure we weren't about to get rear-ended, and it slowed down there again for no reason. I don't know why. And I'm pushing the accelerator to keep us up to 25. Okay, I'm off the accelerator now. We've got to take a left-hand turn coming up, but it's, you know, it's turn on its left-hand, put on the left signal here, but that's a one-way street. We can't turn left there, so we took it off and put it on again. So this is where we need to turn left, but it's over a blind hill. Nothing's coming, thankfully. It's making the turn, and it's going to get into the right-hand lane. That's good. Okay. Man.
Made it.
We're still alive. You know, so it does a lot of things really good, but then it like falls on its face sometimes.
Yeah, even on the map though, it says it has that area highlighted.
Well, it's for just be a high traffic area. That's just the Google information it's getting from Google. Okay, now it's 30 miles an hour here, and it's slowing down for I don't know what reason.
There's a yield sign. That light normally changes,
flashing yellow.
But it's flashing yellow right now.
Right.
I guess maybe because of this construction.
Maybe. Okay. So I have my foot off the accelerator now, so it's all car. Okay, you need to put a new destination here too. I believe it's.
Oh my gosh, those guys were just as Fred Flintstone.
41 Gaines. were they doing? Sorry.
They were dressed as Fred Flintstone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, wanted to get into the. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Navigation complete, it said, but this is this North Duval Street?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's why. I had the wrong waypoint in. It should be 4th Avenue. Okay. That was my bad, car. My bad. Put on the self-driving again, and where are you going, car? There's a white line there. I had to take off self-driving because it wanted to cross over the line. So, oh no, stopping! Come on! Urgh.
Thinking about the idea of Flintstones meets self-driving cars. I mean, we've come a long way.
So
Remember they had to stick their feet underneath.
Yeah. So now it's turning. It put on its turn signal and it got into the right lane like it's supposed to. But I'm also hitting the accelerator because it's not going the speed limit. It should be going at least 30. Okay, now we're back up to 34 is the max I have programmed in here now. Okay, so I need to change this again. No, I don't. I don't know why it's maybe slowing down for this car here on the right. I don't know. It's not behaving very well, but it should turn right here. And it's slowing way down to make the turn. Wait, too slow. You know, I don't know. That was way too slow. So now we have a blind left turn up here, where it has to turn left across the lane. And just a stop sign, so no light. So it needs to pull up far enough so we can see the traffic coming on the left and the right. So it stops here, but it can't see what's happening. It does see the pedestrian coming. We can see him on the screen here. So that's nice and polite. That's good. Oh.
I was wondering about whether or not I was going to see the pedestrian.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now it's pulling up and it can see traffic coming. I have my foot over the brake in case, just in case. So we're clear on the right, and if it's good. Wow. I had to hit the accelerator because it was just like.
It was so slow. It was really like.
Yeah,
molasses
just going to pull up slowly in front of, you know,
in front of oncoming traffic that is. They were coming at us too.
Right. So we're still on
cruising.
Officer Pont. No, we're not. Okay. Man. So not too impressive this trip.
No.
I feel like we've had some setbacks. I don't know.
It's okay. Couple jolts.
Okay, green light. And it sees we're we're going the right way. It's got its turn signal on to make the right-hand turn. Let's see if this guy will let us in. Will it? Oh. It won't. He's not letting us in. We're stuck. So this will be interesting. It put its right turn signal on, but the guy beside us didn't give enough space for us to get in there. So now we're still in this left lane, but we need to make a right-hand turn coming up soon. So let's see, lights green. Will it try to out-accelerate this car? Which is what I would do. I would try to out-accelerate the car. Okay. Put on turn signal. Okay, the car that was not letting us in turned right into the gas station. So we're clear, and it should follow this car ahead of us. And it's put on the brakes a lot. It's slowing down a lot. Okay, this is onto a one-way street. Not especially confidence-inducing there. It should be right in the middle here. But it's kind of okay. Slowing for people parking, so you can navigate to the final destination. Is there a final destination? Legion, yes. Parking lot. Whew. Okay, so it's got the right turn signal on. I'm going to turn left onto a two-way street here. Normally I would get on the high side of this so I can see what's coming up the hill beside us. But did it fine. Luckily there's nothing coming. And it's boogieing around the street. Usually people drive kind of slow around the street. Speed limit is 25, and
there's all these ducks too.
There's a lot of ducks and Canada geese and people walking and kids, so people generally drive even slower than 25.
Are they creating a sidewalk there? Is that why they have all this netting?
I'm not sure what's going on. They're doing something here.
So many things under construction.
And I put the turn signal on to go around this curve in the road, so that's it did that before too. I remember that. So it should take this next left up here and pull us into the parking lot, the Lake Ella parking lot. It says autopilot navigation complete, but it's still pulling us into here, and let's see how far it will go before it stops. And it just stops dead in the parking lot. Okay. All right. So let's jump out and do a little recap. Oops. I had to...
Ah.
Wow.
What was that noise?
It's an emergency alert, I guess, telling me there's a fence ahead of me. Like, I didn't believe I was going to stop for it, but you could see it didn't look like I was going to run through it or anything, did it?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's get out and sum up. Okay, so we're back at Lake Ella at the end of the DEWD loop, and so
You made it.
oh, yeah, in one piece. So, but overall, what was your overall impression of that ride?
At the beginning it was fine, but it got very lurchy there at the end. Didn't seem like it could figure out what was what. I wonder if it was because of the changes of navigation. Maybe you could have it streamlined a little bit more so that it knows where it's going. But other than that, no excuse for that weird
Shadow brake.
shadow brake.
Yeah, it's like
random.
it's as if the car thinks there's something in front of it, us. So
Yeah.
it's like slowing down for something that's not
That
really
doesn't
there.
exist. Yeah.
Right, like a ghost braking, shadow braking. I forget what they call it. There's a term for it.
Beats me.
Anyway, yeah.
do
So
have
that was a big bummer. And then again, it still stops at traffic circles, instead of roundabouts.
Oh yeah.
Instead of
The
driving.
roundabout, that was weird.
Yeah, there's
It was
nothing
right
coming.
In the middle. What if someone was zooming around?
Right. I mean, there was nothing coming, and then it pulled out in front of cars, slowly, and these cars
Oh,
are
yeah,
coming,
we almost died at Monroe Street.
right. So that was less than impressive. I think I need to do this again,
Yeah.
and just to see if it.
Do you think you'll do the same route again, or you'll try High Street?
I'll try the high street. I try to do the old route, but the problems happened after that, though.
Mm-hmm.
All the problems were with
That's true.
the stuff that. But it's been a while since it's seen that, especially on FSD, and this FSD has been updated, so I'm not sure if it remembers, or I don't know how it all works. So did it learn something on that first trip through? I don't know. I think people have said that it kind of does that, it kind of learns, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, we'll run it again. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But we'll run it.
It can learn to go through that yellow light instead of sitting up there at the turn signal.
That would be nice. Sometimes you want to run a yellow light. All right. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Click subscribe, tap that bell icon for notifications, and leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or whatever. Comments, suggestions, all that stuff. All right. Ciao.
See ya.